1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. All is set to observe the Kashmir Solidarity Day on Wednesday to express renewed pledge that Pakistan will continue to extend moral, political and diplomatic support to the people of occupied Kashmir. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their unabated acts of state terrorism martyred 21 Kashmiris during the last month of January. Pakistanis stranded in Urumqi due to non-availability of flights in view of coronavirus outbreak in China have been granted an 11-day visa extension. The president says federal government has launched several projects for the welfare of the people. In Syria, the government forces have captured the town of Hish and now moving towards the city of Sarakib in Idlib province. The Pakistan Cricket Board has announced a 16-member squad for the ICC World Test Championship 2 Test match series against Bangladesh. And now the news in detail. Arrangements are being made across the country to observe the Kashmir Solidarity Day on Wednesday next to highlight the plight of the oppressed Kashmiri people and remind the world community of its obligations towards the resolution of the outstanding dispute. And the federal capital, banners highlighting the plight of Kashmiris and portraits of Kashmiri leadership have been erected on all the important roads, including the Constitution Avenue, to express solidarity with the oppressed Kashmiri people. This time the day is being observed after India revoked the special status of occupied Kashmir in August last year, in total breach of all the international laws, and since then has imposed an indefinite curfew and cut off all the communication links there. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their unabated acts of state terrorism martyred 21 Kashmiris during the last month of January. According to reports, 14 people were critically injured due to the firing of pellets, bullets and tear gas shells by the Indian police and paramilitary personnel on peaceful demonstrators in the occupied territory. As many as 104 civilians, mostly youth and Hurriyat activists, were arrested and several of them were booked under the Black Law Public Safety Act. The troops molested at least 3 women during the month. Meanwhile, the residents of the Kashmir Valley continue to suffer immensely due to military lockdown and broadband internet shutdown on the 181st consecutive day today. Meanwhile, a Srinagar court remanded the illegally detained chairman of the Islami Tanzim-e-Azadi, Abdus Samad Inqalabi, to judicial custody till February 20th of this month. The Indian police had arrested Inqalabi on Wednesday immediately after he was released on court orders and booked him under the Draconian Law Public Safety Act. The government has decided to provide loans to the youth under the Kamyab Jawan program as per the Islamic Banking. The Governor State Bank of Pakistan, Raza Bakir, and the Special Assistant on Youth Affairs, Usman Dar, at a meeting in Islamabad, decided to start the Islamic banking-oriented phase of Kamyab Jawan program from April this year. The State Bank has already completed the process of consultations with the stakeholders on the matter. The Special Assistant on National Health Services, Dr. Zafar Mirza, has said the government is fully alive to the coronavirus challenge and has decided a strategy for diagnosis and treatment of infected persons if found in Pakistan. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad, he said all the ministries and divisions are on board to tackle the coronavirus patients found wherever and whenever in the country. Dr. Zafar Mirza said that no case of coronavirus has yet been confirmed in the country. However, an effective awareness campaign is being launched to sensitize the people. He appreciated the steps taken by the Chinese government to contain the coronavirus. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister said the 4 Pakistani students who were infected by the virus in China are now recovering. Pakistani students and community members stranded in Urumqi, China, due to non-availability of flights in view of the new coronavirus outbreak in China have been granted an 11-day visa extension by the Chinese authorities. All of them have been provided hotel accommodation, and food will be made available for them till the flights resume between Urumqi and Islamabad. The embassy officials are also in contact with them in Urumqi, and there is absolutely no problem and difficulty being faced by these stranded people. All passengers entering Pakistan will be required to submit a health declaration form, which will include contact details and brief travel history. The health declaration form will be distributed amongst all the passengers aboard the flight. In view of novel coronavirus outbreak, all passengers are advised to fill up the form and hand over to health staff in the International Arrival Lounge. Non-compliance shall result in denial of entry to the country. The form contains demographic information of passenger, travel history, and health status like issue of fever, cough, and shortness of breath. This form is made for convenience of the general public. This is Radio Pakistan. The President, Dr. Arif Alvi, has stressed the need for participation of all the political stakeholders to resolve problems of the masses. Talking to the governor Sindh Imran Ismail in Karachi today, he said the federal government is taking practical steps to resolve the problems of the people, and projects launched for the welfare of the people are a manifestation of this fact. The Sindh governor on the occasion said the development and prosperity of the people of the province are among the priorities of the Prime Minister. Members of the first ever Pakistani female engagement team with the United Nations mission in the Democratic Republic of Congo has recently been awarded the United Nations Medal. This team of 15 female officers who served at the ranks of major and captain was stationed there in June last year, marked by the raising of Pakistani flags at the mission. Throughout the deployment, the Pakistani female officers worked hard to win the trust of the community. In Syria, the army has captured the town of Hish and are now moving toward the city of Sarakib in Idlib province. The progress comes 2 days after the army captured the key city of Maratul Numan, the second largest city in Idlib. Meanwhile, the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has said Ankara might consider using military force in Idlib if the bombardments in Syria's province of Idlib continue. He said, "We sincerely want stability in Syria and will not hesitate to do whatever it takes." Iran says the recent American sanctions on the Atomic Energy Organization of Iran would not affect the progress of Tehran's nuclear program. The Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Abbas Mousavi said in a statement that it is not for the first time that the Atomic Energy Organization of Iran chief Ali Akbar Swalehi is targeted by the illegal and unilateral sanctions. In Egypt, a court has sentenced a former Special Forces officer turned Islamist militant Hisham al-Ashmawi and 36 others to death after they were convicted of terrorism. Ashmawi was captured in the eastern Libyan city of Derna in late 2018 and transferred by the authorities loyal to the commander Khalifa Haftar to Egypt in May last year. And now, news about sports. The Pakistan Cricket Board has announced a 16-member squad for the ICC Test Championship 2-test match series against Bangladesh. The first test match will be played in Rawalpindi from the 7th of this month. The squad includes Azhar Ali, captain, Abid Ali, Asad Shafiq, Babar Azam, Bilal Asif, Fahim Ashraf, Fawad Alam, Haris Sohail, Imamul Haq, Imran Khan Sr., Mohammad Abbas, Mohammad Rizwan wicketkeeper, Naseem Shah, Shaheen Shah, Afridi, Shah Masood, and Yasir Shah. And finally, the weather. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while very cold conditions in North Balochistan, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan, and Kashmir during the next 12 hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.